Self-teaching is the next level of a musician's abilities. So it's important to note that being self-taught doesn't mean that you've never had any training. It generally means that your training has come to an end and you find yourself in a position where you recognize some deficiencies in your knowledge and want to improve on your own. Generally, regular piano lessons teach a combination of fingering, technique, and music theory. While on the surface that may seem like it's inclusive to a well-rounded education on the piano, in reality it's only half the story. Standard piano lessons really only teach following through reading music. When it comes to quitting piano lessons, I hate the term quitting because it doesn't really describe what happens when piano lessons come to an end. Quitting may or may not have anything to do with dissatisfaction. I think what usually happens is that after a couple years of lessons, we simply run out of time or have less desire to put forth more effort. Life goes on. That said, quitting usually sparks in us some self-reflection of the experience and causes us to make up our minds whether or not we continue on with the piano or put it to the side. This is a very vulnerable time when most people give up. They took it as far as they reasonably could, and now it's time to get along with other things that are far more pressing. There are many that just give up and become a statistic. The cliched story about how your mother made you take lessons, but you quit. For those that decide to keep at it, the experience is a little bit different, but the good intentions tend to wane a little bit when people discover that it's hard to find good training materials that will move you in the direction you want to go. The self-teaching approach takes a lot of effort to figure things out on your own. Those that keep at it to figure out the right path eventually come to discover the piano player's rite of passage. This is when you start putting everything you learn into perspective and begin seeing the music theory machine in motion. And this is only a state of mind that can be learned through self-teaching. The self-taught piano system approaches music in a way that has never been taught before. It lays out the entire game plan in a simple and methodical way that answers all the most important questions you have on the road to teaching yourself to become the type of musician you want to be. So right now, I'm going to show you the entire journey that you are about to embark, the milestones to reach along the way, and a mindset that puts you in a completely different league than musicians that don't have a good plan.